We are back, and I've seen F1. I really enjoyed this movie. This is my second favorite movie of 2025. I really enjoyed Sinners, and F1, fantastic. I loved it. Apple spent $200 million on this movie, and it's kind of teetering on making 45 to 50 million over the opening weekend, but not a big deal because Apple sells cell phones and computers and doesn't really care about how much money they spend on movies. So nobody feels sorry for them. They're the wealthiest company on the planet. This movie stars Brad Pitt as Sonny Hayes, Carey Condon plays Kate, Damson Idris plays Joshua Pierce, and Javier Bardem plays Ruben Cervantes, the owner of the Formula One team, Apex. So here's the short synopsis. In the 90s, Sonny Hayes was Formula One's most promising driver until an accident on the track nearly ended his career. 30 years later, the owner of a struggling Formula One team convinces Sonny to return to racing and become the best in the world. Driving alongside the team's hotshot rookie, Sonny soon learns that the road to redemption is not something you travel alone. Brad Pitt did a fantastic job with this movie, and I'll tell you what, he did a lot with not a lot of dialogue. You know, you'd have all this banter going on back and forth with all these crew chief and all these technical people and everything. And they would just look over at Sonny and he'd go, "Let's drive." You know, just like these really cool small phrases. Most of Brad Pitt's acting in this film was all internal. You can see it in his eyes. I love that. To me, that's some of the best acting, when you internalize everything and you can see the emotion on the actors' faces. He does have this one monologue where he's on a balcony and he kind of explains everything and gives a lot of exposition about 3/4 of the way through the film. But in the end, he did so much with so little. Joseph Kosinski was the director of this movie. He directed Top Gun Maverick. As far as the story, the camaraderie, the different types of people in it, but you know, it wasn't like the end of the Star Wars 1977 film Trench Run. This was more grounded in reality with racing. The star of this was how it was shot, the cinematography, where they mounted the cameras, how they built all the camera systems into the cars and they could pull focus remotely. They used a lot of drones. They did a lot of in-car stuff. Brad Pitt spent 3 months learning how to race. I loved every character in this film. There was not a character that I did not connect with. I thought the script, even though it was basically like a reboot of Days of Thunder in some respects, mixed in with Top Gun Maverick, I think it accomplished everything it needed to accomplish. This is one of my favorite Brad Pitt films. Damson Idris was fantastic as the rookie, and he had a really good arc. And his mother was along for the ride, kind of guiding him, while his manager was this obnoxious guy, always trying to get him to be more of a spectacle when it came to photo ops and all this other kind of stuff. And it wasn't about the racing until, you know, Brad Pitt had a pep talk with him and said, you know, I was you, but you're going to mature and you're going to figure out that it's about the racing and it's not about all the glitz and glam and everything that goes along with it. And again, I love this movie. This is just a lot of fun. Even if it doesn't make any money, it doesn't matter because Apple doesn't care. So just enjoy it, check it out. And I recommend that you see it on the biggest screen you possibly can. I saw it on the largest screen in my area and it was in PDX sound. The sound design is just will fucking blow your mind. So just go to a place that's got the best sound ever with the biggest screen. I'm not saying see it in IMAX if you can't afford it, but if you can, check it out. The closest IMAX to me is like 2 hours away. So I don't see it in IMAX. They have a mini IMAX in my town, but that's kind of stupid. It's not a real IMAX. Check this movie out. You're gonna love this movie. It's just, if you like Top Gun Maverick and you like Days of Thunder, and you're gonna love this movie.